Welcome back. And it's spooky day.
Ooh,
Happy Halloween. Well, happy
almost Halloween.
Almost Halloween, because it's what, the 29th?
Something like that.
Happy October 29th. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Halloween. Are you guys coming over or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, we have a couch now.
Yay!
By the time this comes out, we'll have a couch in the living room.
Yay.
It looks so good. But we only have one couch, so
Yeah, we'll squeeze. It's okay. Or we'll sit on the floor.
okay.
It's okay.
I
don't really
and then
care.
maybe we'll like do a game night or something and like have movies on.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a fire in the fireplace because we have a wood burning fireplace, and it's gonna be so
spooky and cozy. Some movies.
And hopefully we get trick-or-treaters. We'll see. We got full-size candy
Yup.
bars, so come to my house and trick-or-treat.
Don't come to her house.
Don't come to my house.
If you're a listener, don't try to come to her
They
house.
don't know where I live.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't invite them over.
Don't come over to my house. If you're a child who lives in my neighborhood, I will give you candy.
Yes.
You're dressed up.
Anyone else? Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Well, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
This is our spooky, scary Halloween episode.
Yes.
We
it's a
really
special
tried
episode.
to set the tone here. We got every Halloween decoration pretty much from my apartment and put it behind us. So hopefully it works out.
Very spooky. Very
I'm
spooky.
kind of loving it.
Yeah. I love the vibes.
Yeah, if you're watching the skeleton thing behind me, it might go off at some point because it's triggered by motion. Maybe not.
Motion.
Oh,
there it goes.
there it goes.
So if you see it moving, that means there's a ghost.
Yes.
And we didn't move at all.
Yeah.
Ooh,
spooky.
Anyways.
We're going to get into some spooky stuff in
a
bit.
It'll be super fun.
From Maggie.
Woohoo. What's new with you?
What's new with me? I guess, yeah, we talked about your wedding, the whole last one.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm not that hot.
What's new with me? I've been doing school. I'm still a full-time student.
Do you have any hobbies?
I've been trying to crochet more.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm making a table runner for the holidays for us.
Ooh.
It's looking really cute, but it's taking me a while because I keep having to take breaks because I fucked up my wrist. But anyway, I've been like wearing a wrist brace when I'm on my computer because I think I fucked it up from being a student.
You need to like
on
get
my laptop.
Like an ergonomic keyboard and mouse or something.
I really should, yeah.
That could help.
I mostly do my work on the couch too, so I'm like slouched over and my wrist is like this the whole time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think that's what I've been.
You should work on your desk that you have.
I know I should.
You should. Or at the table or something.
I know.
It's not good.
Which is not as fun and comfy. I like to be comfy.
Can you focus better though when you're on the couch?
No.
Okay, so then you should just do it where you can focus better.
And it doesn't destroy my body.
Yeah.
I know. Whatever. So yeah, I have to work on that. Be better to my wrists.
Yeah. That sucks though.
I need to do my nails soon. I feel like I just can't get down with like doing like keeping up with my painted nails. I just get like they're chipped. These are from Maggie's wedding
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and they're chipped and they're gross, but I just like don't give a fuck, and I don't know what else to do with them, so I'm just gonna let it hang out, I guess.
Yeah, mine are my fake nails, so they're pretty fine right now.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't ever do my own nails. I always get them done.
Right. I do not have the money to get and I don't like the experience of getting my nails done either.
Really?
Not really, no. I feel like it's just a little uncomfortable and I get bored, and I would rather, if I want my nails fancy, I would rather just like go and pick out a color and paint them myself.
Have you done like stick-ons or anything?
like press-on nails?
Press-on, yeah, sorry.
I have not, but I've heard great things.
I've heard things.
They've gotten a lot better.
Yes, and if you have like a dryer that has the UV light, you can do that and it'll like cure better. And I have one if you ever want to use it.
Okay.
Or if you just put a dollop of nail glue on it, it'll last so much longer.
Huh.
So
yeah,
and then file them down. And, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I just like, I've been meaning to take off this chip nail polish for the last like week. And I just, every morning I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that today. And then I just don't.
Oh, you guys went to the pumpkin patch?
We did go to the pumpkin patch.
How was that?
It was fun. We went to a new one.
Okay.
Actually, this is our 3rd year together, and we've gone to a different one every time. I know, it's our 3rd.
That's crazy.
Our 3rd fall together.
That's crazy. That went so fast too.
I know. But I also feel like it's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
When I think back to like where we were at when we met, it like our lives are so different now.
You've grown a lot together.
Yeah, absolutely. We both have. We went, I don't remember where we went, but it was like really cute. They had a ton of like variety of pumpkins.
Okay.
Which I really liked.
Yeah.
We didn't like go out to the field and get them. We just got them from the little buckets that they had.
Yeah.
Because they had all like the cool ones there. All the ones in the field were like the big orange ones.
Yeah, that you have to like lug real fucking hard.
And we just like, we carved big pumpkins last year. It was our first time carving pumpkins together. Maybe his first time carving a pumpkin.
Really?
Or at least like it had been years. I don't remember. Something like that. But yeah, and so I had to like teach him how to do it. And then this year we were both like, we do not want to do big ass pumpkins again because it's just so much work.
It is.
And it gets so stinky. And
and then you have to dispose of it and like, shit, where am I gonna put this? Especially in an apartment, you're like,
and like no one's gonna see it. We're gonna put them outside our door and our neighbors will see them.
Yeah.
Or 2 neighbors, and that's it. Yeah. Like
that's okay.
It's okay. Because they're gonna look so cute. But we got just little ones to carve. He got like one of the teeny tiny ones, the orange ones, and then I got that like pale orange one. Did you see them out front?
I did see them out front.
I'm gonna try to carve that one. I'm a little weirded out because the stem on it is green, so I'm assuming it's like they harvested them early to make them that color, which worries me that they're gonna be really hard to carve. Why are you crying? It's okay.
I just yawned.
It's okay.
Life is so hard. It's so tiring.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to carve my pumpkins. And
I didn't even have pumpkins. Where am I gonna get pumpkins?
Are we gonna have chili on Halloween?
I was thinking about it.
I will totally come over and we can make chili together because I have a pretty good chili recipe.
Is very proud of his chili recipe.
But I'm sure it has meat in it.
He would have to make a version without meat, which we could.
Okay.
But it's delicious. And there's so many beans in it. It's so good.
I'm willing to try.
Okay.
As long as he's...
Might have to make a modified version for you, but yeah, I've been begging him to make chili, so...
Okay.
He might, actually.
Yeah. That would be great, because we have to have chili on Halloween.
We have to.
That's like one of our only...
I'll make cornbread.
I love cornbread.
I'll make cornbread.
Yeah, we can do cornbread.
Little things.
I could make a dessert of some kind.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And my boyfriend will show up and
Yay!
be happy. We'll have smiles.
Yes.
Yay!
And then the 2 boyfriends can have their time together.
They'll kiss.
The kiss. And play some games.
They'll kiss and say, I love you so much, bro. I've been struggling. Well, last night I slept horribly because my boyfriend was like, we're trying to figure out his like allergies because he's allergic to dogs, and so we're like trying to figure out where all the dog dander is like sitting that's making his allergies really bad. And so he was like, maybe we'll just not sleep with the duvet tonight and we'll like use blankets instead and we'll wash the whole duvet today. And I was like, okay, sure. And half our blankets were in the washer already. So I slept with my Christmas blanket and my weighted blanket.
Okay, that's nice.
But I have not slept with a weighted blanket in years.
Oh my gosh.
And oh my God, my body is sore. Like from trying to move around because it's so heavy. And I toss and turn in my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my 2 stuffies. I have my Eeyore and my like weighted
like a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
And I hold them in my arms the entire night. And so and when I turn, they turn with me. But there was no give in my blanket to turn every time I wanted to turn.
Every time.
So I'm literally like pushing it with my like literally my biceps. And I'm like turning over, and then I turn over again, and I have to like lug my dinosaur was on the other side of the bed when I woke up. I guess I got sick of him.
Get out of here.
It's like I can't
too
have
much weight.
2 weighted things on me.
Yeah, possibly.
So yeah, my arms are sore.
Aww.
I didn't sleep great, but
that's so scary. What is that noise?
I don't know.
There's so many noises.
Well,
happening.
our bedroom door is closed, and the window in there is open, so it's like throbbing. And then sorry, something else was just moving.
I wonder if it
made a sound.
Juno? I don't know. There's some weird noises
Juno's
happening.
not even over here.
Maybe it's
oh
just...
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Like, you're gonna hate these stories then.
No, I'm so excited.
Some of them are classic Reddit creepypasta.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them, I think, are newer and have kind of some mystery to them. So I have at least 5, but I'll not do all 5 because they're really long.
Yeah, we probably won't get to all 5.
So I'll wait for some of them.
We'll save them.
Yeah, I'll save them.
I'm sure we'll have a day where you have forgotten that you need to do
and I'll just read Reddit stories.
We'll just do the rest of them.
Yeah, I'll just read scary stories instead.
I really want a second dog, but
we
can't get one.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. We don't have the space. We don't have the time because we want a puppy.
Oh,
Get a second dog, so we don't have the time to train another dog. Also, boyfriend is allergic, so it'd be
even worse.
Great.
So maybe not.
So no dog. But I do keep looking at them, at dogs that are available. I'm just torturing myself.
You are. I do that with cats sometimes. I'm like, should I get a cat?
I came up with the perfect name, and there was one dog that I was like, he's perfect for that name.
You're getting attached.
I'm
sure he got adopted.
I'm sure, because all the puppies go so fast.
Yeah. Were you looking at Humane Society?
I looked at the Humane Society. I looked at every dog shelter, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pet Finder,
yeah.
But it's just like, the other day I was like, I'm gonna go take a bath to like just chill out, maybe read my book, and then I spent the whole time on Pet Finder instead. And then I was like,
I mean,
when you get to that point in the bath where you're like, I need to get out or I'm gonna pass out because it's like my body's so hot. I got to that point and I was like, damn, I'm still on Pet Finder. Like,
shit.
I didn't even get to relax that whole time. I was just
crying
over puppies. I personally really like an ugly puppy.
Oh.
Like an ugly dog.
Interesting. Like what kind of dog?
Like a rat looking dog.
Oh yeah, me too.
Or like the mutts that you have no idea what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're very appealing because they're unique.
Yeah.
Our dog is very unique looking. He's not a unique breed at all. He's a Bernedoodle. If you look at him, he does not look like
a Bernedoodle.
Any Bernedoodle you have ever seen. He's asleep.
He's such a sweet.
He has the most golden hair, and it's thick like a Bernese.
Yeah.
And he has just hardly any poodle in him. But nobody ever believes us when we say he's a Bernedoodle, but he is.
He is. His siblings look like them, right?
Yeah, his siblings look nothing like him.
Yeah.
They look like a regular Bernedoodle. But we got him. And he's so unique. And he's beautiful. He needs a grooming is what he needs.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get a dog soon enough and that'll...
I do truly need you guys to get a dog soon.
I know. But our fence isn't
because he
good enough.
He needs a friend.
I know.
I
That'd be so fun. They're playing in the backyard.
I want to be a puppy ant.
I kind of want to give the cats some time to keep adjusting because they were so stressed when we moved and we were gone for 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
so I need to give them some time before I add a puppy. But
Your cat, oh my god, we have to talk about Winston, what he did while you were gone.
oh my god, he's an orange cat. He's mostly white, but he has orange patches.
He's very much an orange cat.
He's very much an orange cat. He screams at the top of his lungs. His name is Winston from New Girl. Obviously. What happened?
So I was checking on the cats while they were in Vegas because I'm a good sister, and I think I had checked on them once before that. I was doing like kind of every other day, and then I came in one morning and the butter dish was on the ground,
which is crazy because it's glass, so I'm really surprised it didn't.
Yeah,
or it's like ceramic
or something.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it survived the fall.
Me too.
Maybe he picked it up and carried it down, but
I doubt it.
It's heavier. It's twice as heavy as his body, so
yeah, it's pretty heavy.
I don't think so.
He just pushed it off.
But
probably.
yeah, so the butter dish was on the floor, open and empty.
Almost empty. There was like a little bit of butter, like maybe enough for mac and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was a little pad of butter on the floor that I cleaned up and wiped.
Oh my god.
And at first I was like, that's funny, he just knocked this off, what a dick. And then I texted Maggie a picture of it and be like, haha, look how funny. And she was like, oh my god. I was like, what?
He ate the whole stick of butter.
I was like, this wasn't full, was it?
I was like, it was pretty
She's like,
full.
yeah.
It was pretty full.
I was like, oh my god.
Nothing happened after that, though. He was totally fine.
If anything, he was happier that day.
He's like, hell yeah.
He was way more social. He actually like came out from under the bed and like went up to me. He meowed.
He's like, thanks for the butter.
Yeah, he was like, I feel great. I got a snack. Like, hey girl, what's up?
Oh my god, he's such trouble. So we also had friends over the other night.
Like, he is the size of a stick of butter. I don't know
how so
he
tiny.
Survives stuff like that.
I don't know either.
Crazy.
But we had friends over on Friday night and we were just playing games and we had like a pizza out. And he tried so hard to get a piece of pizza. And it was like one of those signature select ones, like frozen ones. And so he was able to like grab it with his mouth and like
pull it away.
And I was like, hey, no, don't do that. And as soon as I react, he's like, I'm gonna do it even slower, but I'm gonna keep going. He's like, okay. And I was like, no.
Slower, she won't see.
Exactly. So we had to move the pizza because he tried twice to get a piece of pizza, and then he found it eventually on the other counter. It took him a while. So he jumped up, he got scared, fell, and then in the process knocked over the speaker, which fell onto him. He's fine.
Oh my god.
But it was so sad.
He's insane. He just doesn't think through his actions.
No, he went for the pizza like 5 minutes later. But I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
Doesn't understand.
And we're trying to keep them off the counters and the table, and they don't listen. So, ooh, spooky.
Javi, you hold that for us? Thanks.
Easy, yeah, I'll push it off the couch. Okay, so my first one is a very classic Reddit story. Very creepypasta.
Wait, we should intro what you're doing.
Okay, yes. So for Halloween, we are doing a Reddit story read aloud, I guess.
Everyone sit on the carpet.
Everyone sit on the carpet. I'll read aloud.
Applesauce.
And I will scare the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Woo! So I have about 6 stories, but I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to have you pick a couple of them between some choices.
Okay.
So these first 2 are very classic, very short.
Okay.
But yeah, this one is called People can lick too.
Oh, I know this one.
I know. This is my favorite.
Oh, this one's scary. Okay.
This is scary. Okay. 12-year-old Mia was used to staying at home alone. The last child of third shift working parents, she had become accustomed to being independent, save for the company of her faithful basset hound Teddy. She had a routine that she followed basically every night, and this warm July night was no different. Mia was perched in an oversized and overstuffed armchair, engrossed in a news story following an escaped mental patient, where a tremendous bang somewhere in the house startled her out of the zone she was in. She peeked cautiously around the chair down the hall. At the end of the hall, Mia's door was wide open. In the middle of the door frame stood Teddy. His droopy eyes showed the guilt he was feeling. Oh, Teddy, you scared me, Mia laughed, returning her attention fully to the news story. She had to admit, this story was making her a bit paranoid. She was letting little things get to her, and she needed to stop being silly. Mia convinced herself of this so much, she didn't even acknowledge the second loud thud that came a while later.
Oh my god, did you hear that?
Thud just went off. Oh my god. Okay. The program ended and Mia tiptoed down the dark hall, still slightly frightened from what she had watched. She made her first stop in the bathroom to brush her teeth. From there it was to her room where she put her pajamas on. Then, after backing up a few feet to get a running start, she jumped into bed.
Classic.
An old habit from the time she was little. She had to avoid the imaginary boogeyman somehow.
Of course.
Finally,
I still do that sometimes.
I do too. I literally will turn off all the lights in the order that I have to be to the room. So okay, this one is the least close, so I do that one, yeah. So I don't have to run. And my house is so dark. Okay, where was I?
Boogeyman.
Finally, she thrust her hand into the dark space between her bed and the wall. It was a tradition that Teddy lick her hand, ensuring that she was safe to sleep at night, knowing that he was there to protect her. As soon as he licked her hand, she rolled over and began to drift off to sleep. Drip, drip, drip. The sound of the leaky faucet brought Mia back to consciousness. She thought she had turned the faucet tight enough, but maybe not. She patted down the hall into the bathroom. Sure enough, too, the faucet was leaking. Tightening the faucet, she went back, put her hand out, had Teddy lick it, and she drifted back to sleep. Not 20 minutes later, it started again. Slightly annoyed, she jumped out of bed and stormed to the bathroom with purpose. She turned the knob as tightly as she could. Let's see if you drip now, she thought, feeling that she had fixed the problem. She repeated her routine with Teddy and returned to slumber. An hour later, the dripping began again. Mia's eyes snapped open. Anger, annoyance, and grogginess filled her to the brim. She drastically stomped down the hall and threw on the bathroom lights. However, she caught sight of something in the mirror that stopped her in her tracks. Hanging from the shower and dripping blood was Teddy. I'm so sorry, I didn't know there was a dog death in this. His eyes were still open wide and his long pink tongue was hanging out. Mia brought a shaky hand to her face to muffle a sob threatening to escape. Oh, he just sighed so big. She noticed something hanging from his tongue. She walked forward to get a better look. It was a note that read, "People can lick too." From the dark hallway, manic laughter rang out. And that's the end of that one. Ew. I forgot there was a dog death, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
I think one of my teachers in middle school read us that.
What? Really?
In 6th grade.
That's terrifying. Why would they do that?
I have no idea.
I had heard it probably at a sleepover or something. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
So
my
sad.
English teacher on Halloween was would read us scary stories.
Oh my gosh. From Creepypasta?
I guess so.
Yeah, that one was 8 years ago. So maybe not.
Well, yeah, someone else. But then whoever posted it copied it from somewhere else.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, this one's shorter, and this one is called Julia was a clever girl.
Okay.
Julia knew she was smart. She was one of those clever children, the kind of child who figures out early that parents aren't all powerful and all knowing. The first time she realized this was when she got scared. There had been a noise in her room, coming from under her bed or from her closet. Julia ran down the hall crying, "Mommy, Daddy, what's wrong, honey?" "I heard a monster," Julia glubbed. She expected them to comfort her or roll their eyes or get annoyed. Instead, they jumped up immediately and raced to her bedroom, where they checked under her bed, inspected the closet, and tested the window lock. They poked, prodded, and scored every inch. Julia caught on quickly. She knew what they were doing. By taking her fears seriously, they were showing their little girl that she was safe and loved. They had probably read about it in some book. But the lesson Julia learned was that she had power. Therefore, waking her parents became a nightly event. Julia would scream and cry. They would rush to her bedroom, and Julia would hide her grin behind tears. But not once did they ever complain. One night, she could stand it no longer, and she burst out laughing when Daddy fell down while examining the light fixture, as if a monster could fit up there. "What's so funny?" he asked.
Bitch.
I know. "What's so funny?" he asked, rubbing his backside. "You," Julia smirked. "You always believe me." Daddy wasn't angry. He just looked at Mommy. "Once," he said quietly, "just once, we didn't believe your brother." And Julia, an only child, did not sleep well that night.
That's so smart.
I know. That's kind of
Fuck you, you idiot child.
kind of like a parenting hack.
Yeah, make up a fake dead sibling.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you had a brother, but he's dead now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, so funny.
Dude. Kids suck. Is that supposed to be funny, or is it supposed to
It's
be
supposed to be
like,
creepy.
ooh,
It's supposed to be creepy. Like, oh my god, like something
ooh,
happened to her
scary.
brother. She didn't know she had a brother.
No,
blah, blah,
I think that's like a funny actual parenting hack. So
Yeah.
guys, if you have a child and they do something like that and they try to trick you and they make fun of you, say,
Yeah.
"You know what?
Like, fuck you, kid.
Yeah, your dead brother Bob
Yeah.
wouldn't have said that."
Yeah. Okay. I now have longer ones.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm going to have you choose between two.
Okay.
One is, I'm an ER nurse, and after last night, I have proof that evil exists.
Oh god.
Or, something walks whistling past my house every night at 3:03.
Oh, that one sounds scarier. Okay, let's do that one.
Okay.
Whistling.
Okay, this one is a scary one. Something walks whistling past my house every night at 3:03.
Oh god.
Every night, no matter the weather, something walks down our street whistling softly. You can only hear it if you're in the living room or the kitchen when they walk by, and it always starts exactly at 3:03. The sound starts faint, somewhere near the beginning of the lane, near the Carson place. I don't know what that means, but they never explain.
Yeah.
We're towards the middle of the street, so the whistling moves past us before fading away in the direction of the cul-de-sac. When I was younger, my sister and I would sneak into the kitchen some nights to listen. Mom and Dad didn't like it, and we'd catch hell if they...
Since they were younger?
Yes, so they've been living here for a long time.
Oh, hell no.
My mom and dad didn't like that, and we'd catch hell if they found us out there, but they were never too hard on us since we always stuck to the one big rule. Don't try to look at whatever was whistling.
Oh no.
My neighborhood is a funny place. I've lived here since I was 6, and I love it. The houses are small, but well kept, good-sized yards, plenty of places to roam. There are a lot of other kids here my age. I turned 13 back in October. We grew up together and would always play foursquare in the cul-de-sac or roam around from back porch to back porch in the summer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It was a good place to grow up. I'm old enough to see it. And there's only the two strange things here, the night whistling and the good luck. The whistling never bothered me much. Like I said, I couldn't even hear it from my bedroom. But mom and dad don't like talking about it, so I've stopped asking questions. My dad is a strong guy, tall and calm. He has an accent since he moved to the US as a kid. His family, my grandparents, they're from the islands. That's what they call it. My dad, the only time he isn't so calm is if the whistler comes up. He talks a little quieter. Sorry. He talks a little quicker then. Eyes move faster, and he tells us not to think about it so much and to always remember the one rule, the big rule. Don't try to look outside when the whistler goes past.
Obviously, they're going to break the rule if that's the rule.
Not that we could look even if we wanted. See, there are shutters on the inside of every window, thick pieces of heavy canvas that pull down from the top and latch to the bottom of the window frame. Each latch even has a small lock, about the size of what you'd find on a diary. My dad locks those shutters every night before we all go to bed and keeps the key in his room. My mom, I don't know what she thinks about the whistling. I've seen her out in the living room before at 3:03 when the sound starts. I could see her if I cracked my door open just an inch to peek. She's not out there often, at least I haven't caught her much, but once or twice a month, I think she sits out there on our big red couch just listening. The whistler has the same tune every night. It's cheerful. Da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum. Something like that.
Okay.
I don't know, I made it up.
Okay.
But it says da 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 dum.
Right.
Remember how I said there are two odd things about where I live? Well, besides our night whistler, everyone in my neighborhood is really lucky. It's hard to explain, and Dad doesn't like us talking about this part much either, but good things just happen to people around here a lot. Usually it's small things, winning a radio contest or getting an unexpected promotion at work or finding some arrowheads buried in the yard. You know, the authentic kind. How is that good luck?
Super lucky.
That's terrifying. The weather is pretty good, and there's no crime, and everybody's gardens bloom extra bright in the fall. A million little blessings, I've heard my mom say about living here. But the main reason we stay here, why we moved here in the first place, is my sister Nola. She was born very sick, something with her lungs. We couldn't even bring her home when she was born, only visit her in the hospital. She was so small, I remember, small even compared to the other babies. A machine had to breathe for her. We moved into our house here to be closer to the hospital. As soon as we moved here, Nola started getting better. The doctors couldn't figure it out. They chalked it up to whatever they were doing, but we all could tell they were confused. But my parents knew, even I knew, Nola getting better was just another of the million little blessings we got for living in our neighborhood. So that's why we stayed even after we found out that for a very small miracle that happens here every day, now and then, some bad things happen. But they only happen if you look for the whistler. See, our neighborhood has a welcoming committee. They show up with macaroni casserole and a gift basket and a manila folder whenever someone new moves in. They're very friendly. 4 people showed up when we moved in 7 years ago. The committee made small talk, gave me a Snickers bar, and took turns holding Nola. It was her first week out of the hospital, so they were extra careful. Then the committee asked to speak to my parents in private, so I was sent to my room where I still managed to hear nearly every word. The welcoming committee told my parents about how nice the neighborhood was, really exceptionally hard to explain kind of nice. And then they told my parents about the even harder to explain whistling that happened every morning at 3:03 and ended at the tick of 3:05. The group, our new neighbors, warned my parents that the whistling was quiet, would never harm or hurt us as long as we didn't look for what was making the sound. This part they stressed, and I pushed my ear into the door, straining to hear them. People who went looking for the whistler had their luck change, sometimes tragically. A black cloud would hang over anyone that looked. Anything that could go wrong would. The manila envelope the committee brought over contained newspaper clippings, stories about car crashes and ruined lives, public deaths, and freak accidents. Not everyone dies, I heard the head of the committee tell my dad, but the life goes out of them. Even if they live, there's no light in them ever again, no presence. My mom, I could tell she wasn't taking it seriously. She kept asking if this was some prank they play on new neighbors. At one point, my mom got angry, accused the committee of trying to scare us out of our new home, asked them if they were racist on account of my dad being from the islands. My dad calmed her down, told her he could tell our new neighbors were sincere and they were just trying to help us. He explained that he grew up hearing these kinds of stories from his mom and that he knew there were strange things that walked among us. Some of those strange things were different and some were bad, or some of those things were good. Some of them were bad, but most of them were just different.
Okay.
After the committee left, Dad went to the hardware store, bought the canvas blinds, the latches, and the locks, and installed them on every window in the house after dinner. That first night in our new house, I crept out of my room at 3 a.m. only to find my dad awake, sitting on the living room couch, holding my baby sister. My dad held him up his finger in a shh motion, but patted the couch next to him. I sat and we waited. At exactly 3:03, we heard the whistling. It came and went just like our neighbors said. The whistling returns each night and we never look and we enjoy our million little blessings every day. Nola breathes on her own and she's grown into a strong, clever girl. My dad even joined the welcoming committee. We don't get new neighbors often. Why would anyone want to leave? But when a new family moves in, my dad and the committee bring them macaroni casserole, a gift basket, and the manila folder. I can always tell by the look on my dad's face when he comes back if the family took the committee seriously or if we'd be getting new neighbors again very soon. Not long ago, a family moved in directly next to us. The previous owner, Miss Maddie, passed away at the age of 105.
Jesus.
She lived a good, long life. Our new neighbors seemed like they'd fit in just fine. They believed the welcoming committee took my dad's advice about locking shutters since they had a young child of their own. Whatever newspaper clippings were in that manila envelope, whatever evidence, my dad never let us see. But I imagine it must have been awfully convincing since our neighbors got along with no issues for the first month. One night, when our new neighbors had to leave town, they sent their son, Holden, to stay with us. He was 12, a year under me in school. I didn't know him well before that night, but as soon as his parents dropped him off after dinner, I could tell it was going to be a bad time. Do you know who is always out there whistling every night? Holden asked the moment the adults left the room. The three of us were sitting in the den, some Disney movie playing idly on the television. My sister and I exchanged a glance. We don't talk about that, I said. I think it's the weirdo that lives in the big yellow house on the corner, Holden said. Mr. Tolls? My sister asked. No way, he's really nice. Holden shrugged. Maybe it's a psycho killer then. Nola tensed. We don't talk about it, I repeated. Let's go in my room and play Nintendo. We spent the next few hours playing games, eating popcorn, and then watching movies. A typical sleepover, but I could see Holden was getting antsy. After my parents had wished us a good night, locked the blinds, and gone to bed, Holden stood up from his beanbag and walked over to where Nola and I were sitting on my bed. Have you ever even tried looking? He asked. It's nearly time. Like most sleepovers, we'd conveniently ignored any suggestion of a bedtime. I was shocked to see he was right. It was almost 3 a.m. I sighed. We don't... See, I can't even try to look because my dad locks the blinds every night and hides the key, he continued, ignoring me. So does our dad, said Nola. No, replied Holden. No, he doesn't. You saw him do it, I said, a little sharper than I meant to sound. Holden grinned. Your dad locks the blinds, yeah, but he doesn't hide the key. He keeps it right on his normal keychain. So, I asked, worried I already knew what he would say next, because I had noticed that my dad didn't bother hiding the key anymore after all of these years because he knew we took it seriously. So, after your dad locked up, but before your parents went to bed, I went to the bathroom. And on my way, I may have peeked into their room, and I may have seen your dad's keychain on his nightstand. And I maybe went and borrowed the key to blinds.
Oh my God. Stupid fucking idiot.
Nolan and I stared, and his grin only grew wider. You're lying, I said. Holden shrugged. You can check it if you want. Just open your parents' door and look. You'll see his keychain right there on the nightstand. Stay here, I told both of them. Don't move a muscle. I hurried over to my parents' room, but hesitated at the door. If Holden wasn't lying, my dad would be angry. Beyond angry. I was scared thinking about it, but more scared of an open window with the whistler right outside. I opened the door, barely an inch, and looked in, but it was too dark to see. Taking a deep breath, I walked into the room. 2 steps into the dark, I froze. The whistling started, and I could hear it clearly from my parents' room. I never realized, but they must have heard the sound every night since we moved into the house. They never told us. I don't think I could have slept through it. I stood there listening to the whistling come closer, unsure whether I should turn on a light or call out for my dad. Soft sounds from the living room brought me back to reality. Nola, I yelled, running out of my parents' room. Holden and Nola were standing near the front door next to a window. Holden wasn't lying. I could see him fumbling with the lock on one of the blinds. I heard a click. He did have the key.
Oh no.
Holden let out a quick laugh. Nola stood next to him, hunched up, afraid but maybe curious. The whistling was right outside our house now. I think I made a sound, called out, I can't remember. Time felt frozen. Clock hands nailed to the face, but I found myself moving. I'm not fast. I've never been athletic. Somehow, though, I covered my space between myself and Nola in that moment. My eyes were locked on her, but I heard Holden pull the blind all the way down so it could release. I heard the snap of it start to rise.
I just got chills. Oh God.
Start to rise, and I heard the whistling just on the other side of the window. But I had my arms around Nola, and I turned us so she was facing away from the window. At the same time, I jammed my eyes shut. Mm-hmm. The blind whipped open.
Oh God.
Sorry, I'm reading this really badly. The whistling stopped. I felt Nola shaking in my arms. Don't look, okay? I told her. Don't turn around.
What the fuck was that?
What was that? We were positioned so that she was facing back towards the hallway and I was facing the window. My eyes were still closed. I felt her nod into my shoulder. I reached out with the arm not holding Nola and tried to touch Holden. My hand brushed against his arm. He was shaking worse than Nola. Oh, Holden? I asked. Silence. I reached past him and gingerly felt for the window, eyes still sealed shut. The glass was cold against my fingertips, colder than it should have been for the time of year. I moved my hand up the window, searching for the string to the blind. The glass began to get warmer. The glass began to get warmer the further I reached, and there was a gentle hum feeding back into my fingertips. I tried not to think about what might be on the other side of the window. Finally, I touched the string and yanked the blinds shut.
Uh-huh.
I opened my eyes, and in the dim light leaking out from the kitchen, I could make out Holden, pale and small, staring at the now closed window. Holden? I asked again. He turned towards me, and he screamed. Everything became a flurry of motion. Lights sparked to life in the hall, then the living room. My parents' footsteps thudded across the hardwood floor. I didn't turn to look back at them. My eyes were glued to Holden. Oh, no. He was pale, had bit his lips so hard there was a thin red line of blood running down his chin, and he'd wet himself. What happened? Damn. My dad asked from behind me. I managed to swivel away from Holden and look back. He looked. I'd never seen my dad scared before, but I saw it that night. In that moment, an old, ugly terror stitched on his face, a parent's fear. Just Holden? He mouthed to me. I nodded yes. My dad let out a breath. He looked so relieved. I nearly expected him to
say, yeah, well, fuck Holden. At least it's not my kids.
But then he turned to Holden, and my dad's face changed. I wondered if he felt bad for feeling good that Holden was the only one that looked. Yeah. There was a knock at the door.
Oh, hell no.
We all froze. Holden whimpered. Don't answer it, my mom said.
It's a man
Duh.
in a hot dog costume.
He's like, hey guys. She stood at the threshold of the hall. I'd always thought she was skeptic and just humored my dad, but the windows and the whistler oh my god, sorry guys, but that night we were all believers. I noticed that both of my parents held baseball bats that they must have taken from their bedroom. The knock came again, a little louder this time. Please don't open the door, Holden whimpered. My dad walked over to him, hugged him close. We won't, my dad promised, still holding his bat. Nothing is coming in here tonight. Thud, thud, thud.
Oh, hell no.
This time, the knocking was loud enough to rattle the door. Holden screamed again, and Nola clutched her arms around my neck. My mom came over and knelt down next to us, wrapping my sister and me close. Thud, thud, thud.
No.
Call the police, my mom whispered to my dad. Sorry, call the police. My mom whispered to my dad. The knocking...
Call the police, there's someone outside our door.
Shut the fuck up. The knocking instantly stopped. My dad looked over his shoulder at us. Do you think he was cut off by frantic knocking that trailed off to play tap, tap, tap? Police, something said from the other side of the door.
Nuh-uh.
The voice from outside sounded exactly like my mom, like a parrot repeating the words back to her. Police, call the police.
He was
Tap,
like, yeah, no,
tap,
you're right.
Tap, police.
Ew.
My mom pulled us closer. Police,
Oh my
police,
God, I want to throw
police,
up.
police.
I hate this.
Please stop, I heard her whisper. I don't think calling them will help, my dad said. How will we know when they're the ones at the door?
It's true.
Like, girl, what? The knocking came back harder than before. The door shook. And, hold on. Then it stopped. After a long moment, I heard the knocking again, but it was coming from our back door. We all turned together towards the back door, but the knocking immediately returned to the front door.
I want to cry.
Front to back to front, loud, then quiet, then loud again. Suddenly the sound was coming from both doors at once, big, heavy blows like a sledgehammer. Then something started rapping against all of the windows in the house, then the walls. It was like we were living inside of a drum with a dozen people trying to play at once. Or we were a turtle and something was attempting to claw us out of our shell. Stop, Holden yelled. The knocking died. I won't tell, Holden said, staring at the door. I promise I won't tell anyone what I saw. Just please go away. We waited for nearly a minute. Then we heard it, a soft tap, 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 coming from the window Holden had looked through earlier. Holden started to cry, sobbing like a prisoner.
Just now started?
Started to cry again, I guess. Sobbing like a prisoner watching gallows being built outside their cell. My dad held him, brushed his hair, but never lied to him. Never told him things would be okay.
Yeah, he said, sorry, Dad, you're done.
The tapping at the window went on for the rest of the night. We huddled together in the living room for I don't know how long. Eventually, my mom tried to take us kids into my room while my dad stayed to watch the door. But the second we moved into the bedroom, the knocking came back so loud it was impossible to ignore. I was afraid the door couldn't take it. We went back to the living room and the knocking stopped. Only the tap, tap, tap on the window remained. None of us slept that night, obviously. Mm-hmm. The tapping stopped around 7 a.m. That's about the time the sun was
4
up
hours.
here. Mm-hmm. We waited another 2 hours before my dad opened the blinds from one window. He made us all go back to my parents' bedroom first. I heard him open the door, then come back in. Okay, it's done. Holden's parents came back around lunchtime. My mom and dad walked Holden over to his house.
Sorry, you're
like,
your kid's
fuck, man.
dead.
And they all went inside for quite a while. Nola and I watched from the window. She stuck to me the whole day, right at my side, sometimes holding my hand. When my parents came back, they looked grim, but wouldn't tell us what they had said to Holden's family. It was a Sunday, so we all spent the day together, ordered pizza, and watched movies. That night, everyone slept in my room, Nola and my mom in the bed with me, my dad in his chair he pulled over. There was no knocking that night or any night since. We didn't see much of Holden or his parents for the rest of that week, but by Thursday, there was a moving truck in their driveway.
Oh, God.
Nola and I watched them packing up the whole afternoon after school. What sticks with me most is how tired Holden and his parents looked. All three.
Well, yeah, there's not sleeping.
All three had the same paler, grim mouths and lightless eyes. Even from across the street, I could tell something was very wrong. Holden and his family were gone before sunset. I remember what the original welcoming committee said to my parents when we moved in. Not everyone who looks at the Whistler dies, but even those that live have the light go out of them, and the rest of their lives are full of misfortune. A million little tragedies. I think Holden's parents must have looked either to comfort him if they didn't believe or share the burden if they did. I watch Nola some days happy and young and alive, and I wonder if I'd been slower if she'd look out the window that night. Would I have looked too? To comfort her? To share that burden? I'm glad I don't have to find out. We still live in that house, in that neighborhood. We still hear our Whistler walking past every night. The blessings, the luck, the good things here are too good to leave, but we're careful. We don't have friends over to spend the night anymore, and my dad hides the key to the blinds very, very well. Not that I've been looking. Some things you just don't need to look for. The end.
My fucking God.
Isn't it good?
I'm like,
that's like one of my favorite stories, I think. That was so good.
Made me so uncomfortable.
You're welcome.
But it was so good.
It's good. Oh my God. I know. I could probably do like one more story. Yeah. And then we could wrap up. This one's shorter. Okay, this one is called, a lot of these are r/no sleep, because those were way better than the creepypasta ones I was finding.
Yeah, no sleep is pretty good.
So this is from u/Disney Security.
Oh.
7 years ago.
That's the user's name.
Yes.
Yeah.
I worked security at Disney World. Well, I mean, I did, is what it's called. I work in security at Disney World, the happiest place on earth. Typically, I wouldn't say where I work, as obviously there are some pretty strict rules about things employees can put online, but I just don't think I can tell this properly without that context. And honestly, I think this may be it for me anyway with this job. I just can't see myself working here any longer now. I've been with the company for 23 years. The first 20 years I worked in the parks, nabbing shoplifters and rounding up people who were drinking too much for the heat. Occasionally, there'd be a fight to break up, but people usually kept it pretty mild. The heat and walking was getting too much for me the last few years, so I asked to be transferred somewhere with AC, and the company moved me to one of their resorts. While the working conditions were 110% better, as far as climate and comfort go, the guest issues were trickier, mainly domestics. I guess the expensive and stress of vacation got to a lot of people, and I'd be called by neighboring rooms because some mom and dad were yelling at each other. I'd try to suggest that they take a nap or go do separate activities for a bit, and that usually calmed them down. But none of this is what I'm here for. I've got to get this out while I have time. 3 days ago, I got a call from management. Apparently, a couple of days before that, housekeeping had went into a room that should have been turned over that day. Turned over is when one guest leaves by 11 a.m. and the next guest checks in around 3 p.m. And all of the guest items were still in the room. Housekeeping made a note of it and moved on, but during the next 2 days, when they entered the room, everything was still there and untouched.
Uh-oh.
I went to check it out, and sure enough, there was an empty room full of luggage, clothes, snacks, some toys, everything a family would need for vacation. The manager had already looked up the previous reservation, and it was for a family: dad, mom, and 2 little kids. I tried to call the phone numbers they had given, but all I got was voicemail. We were a bit stumped, so I made the call that housekeeper could clean the room and take the family's personal items to be held until we got in contact with someone. I went digging into the reservation more. The family had arrived 5 days before housekeeping discovered all of their stuff. I found that the family had paid a parking fee, and their vehicle description was listed. A quick walk of the parking lots, and I had easily located their vehicle, so that ruled out a car accident or them deciding to just leave all of their stuff behind.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I saw that they had bought a dining plan. This is when a guest prepays for all of their food. They're given a certain number of credits to use for meals. This family had only used 3 credits, and the last one was 2 days after they checked in. It appeared that the day they arrived, they got here late and probably just stayed on the resort. The next day, they used 2 credits at Epcot. The second park day, they used 1 credit at Magic Kingdom, and it was at breakfast time. Now, at Disney, we have something called magic bands. Magic bands.
Magic bands! We got magic bands.
We got magic bands. Magic bands are worn by the guests and act as a room key, park ticket, credit card, dining reservation payment, fast pass, and more.
Mm-hmm.
It took some work, but I was finally able to look up this family's fast pass history. The day they went to Magic Kingdom, they had breakfast at a restaurant in the park, rode a couple of rides, and then rode their last ride, It's a Small World, around 11 a.m.,
No.
then nothing.
Mm-mm.
Finally, it was time to bring in someone else on this.
You will never catch me at It's a Small World. Never in my life. Nope.
I called an old coworker at Magic Kingdom and asked him to pull security footage for It's a Small World at the time they wrote it, and I made my way over there. When I got there, my friend was very confused, almost distraught looking. He showed me what he found. There's usually a camera in the direction of where rides load and unload. The footage showed them scanning their bands to use fast passes for the ride and boarding the ride. The footage from the exit of the ride.
Hold on. Using a fast pass on It's a Small World.
Oh.
Really? That's your hour? Your choice for the hour?
Apparently it was a very bad decision. The footage from the exit of the ride just showed the other people in their car exiting. They weren't there.
It was the dolls.
Of course, we thought the worst. Maybe one of the kids had fallen out and mom and dad and the other kid got off in the middle of the ride to help, and they all got injured or killed or stuck in machinery somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So we shut down the ride, middle of the damn day, turned off that earworm music and turned up the lights. Me and my buddy walked that ride 3 times before we called in help. Eventually, there was close to 10 cast members searching.
If you thought they were dead, why are you not calling in help immediately?
Yeah, like the police.
These people are missing.
Like the police?
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just an hourly employee. I'm going to go look for some dead bodies in the water. Okay.
Eventually, there was close to 10 cast members searching, and we didn't find shit except for 3 cell phones and a hat. I was right stumped. I've been digging the past couple of days, and I'm not sure who to tell what I found next to. I've called the police, and I suppose they're on their way, but the company has a way of covering up things like this, and I decided I can't live with myself if I don't put it out some type of warning. I kept digging into their reservation over the last couple of days, and today I noticed they had purchased Memory Maker. There are photographers all over the parks and cameras in all of the rides, and with Memory Maker, the photos are all free. They automatically get added to a guest Disney account when the system shows their picture has been taken. The system always knows. Everyone's whereabouts are always known with the magic bands.
From the bands.
Mm-hmm. Well, I opened up their Memory Maker photo album, and I swear there's 732 photos. The first 30 or so are pretty normal. Epcot, a few rides in front of the castle, but the rest are all in It's a Small World.
Oh, my fucking God. Get him out of there.
The rides only take 1 picture per go around. So it appears as though this family has ridden this ride over 700 times.
Are they like stuck in it somehow?
The first picture was pretty normal. Everyone looked happy. It was a busy day and a car full of guests. The next one is rough to look at. The car is empty except for this little family, and they look so darn confused. The next 10 to 15, I can see Dad getting angry, yelling. Mom is holding on to those 2 kids like her life depends on it. And you can see the kids getting increasingly upset, crying. And it goes on and on and
oh my
on.
God, I would be too.
After 50 or so, it looks like they're trying to get out. In one, the dad is missing. In another, they're all gone. Maybe like they've bailed early in their ride and tried to walk out, but in the very next one, they're all right back in that damn car.
Oh my God.
After around 4:50 or so, I only see the mom and kids. It's just when I look closely, I can see dad, maybe just his body now, slumped down in one of the other seats.
Oh my God.
Since about 6:75, there's just mom and one kid, another body in another seat. The mom and kid aren't moving anymore. I think them two are still alive, just damn near catatonic, looking straight ahead, pale. And y'all, I swear in my fucking life, the dolls are moving or something. And some of these pictures, I can tell they aren't where they should be. I even saw one with a doll in the car with his family.
Oh my God.
I can't look anymore or I'm going to lose my lunch. I closed the album. Its file size has increased since I closed it. God, why are there new pictures being added? I see on the security cameras that the local PD just arrived, so they'll take over soon. I wish I knew what the fuck is going on, but I also wish this damn thing had never landed in my lap. I don't think I'll be able to update this. After I talk to the police, I think I'm going to walk out of here and never come back. I just wanted to get this out there before Disney feeds the media some bullshit cover up as to why a whole family vanished. They didn't vanish. I know where they are.
They're like stuck in a time loop.
Yeah.
Hypnotized by It's a Small World.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So scary. Ooh.
Those poor people. I would kill myself so fast.
I'd be like
600 go-arounds?
700.
700.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
That's crazy. And they're still going because new
For
photos
days.
are coming up. Yeah. All day, not eating.
Yeah, you're not eating.
Can't have water.
Oh my God.
Can't apparently get out of the boat because they always end up back
then
to
they
the boat.
spawn back in.
Yeah. Crazy. I love these stories though. I want to do another episode of this, but
Yeah.
it'll be later.
That was a great one to end on.
Good, I'm glad.
Oh my God. I was like picturing each picture
I
too.
know. I know, it's crazy. It's really well written. A lot of these are so well written. But yeah, that's my no sleep / creepypasta stories.
Oh, well,
today.
thank you.
Yes, of course.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. And
How do we feel?
Yeah, is everyone okay? Do we need like a little check-in?
Are we okay?
Do we need to put on some Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Cocomelon.
Well, I hope you guys have an amazing Halloween
weekend
because it's on a Friday.
Be safe, be smart.
Yes.
Eat lots of candy.
Watch some scary movies. Watch Halloween Town.
Yep. Watch Halloween Town.
Eat some chili.
Yep.
Have a good time.
Have a great time.
Yeah.
Have so much fun.
And we'll see you back in November.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Make some memories on Halloween that you can tell us about in our email.
Yeah, don't forget to email us any of your scary stories, dream stories, scandal stories, whatever you want to share with us.
Literally anything. At this point, like, what even is our podcast about? I don't even know.
We don't
it's
know.
just whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah, and it's
so
fun. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.